God, this is for medals. This is for medals. The men pay the price for a woman falling down. Oh my God, how is this possible? How is this possible? Dude, what? Oh my goodness.
Femke Bol falls! Femke Bol falls! And the United States wins gold!
Guys, men are going to either get medals or lose medals because a woman fell over. Yo, guys, this is so interesting. So obviously the Olympics are going on right now, and there's wokeness abound, but something no one is talking about, I think, is wokeness happening in the competitions themselves that we've never seen before. I haven't seen anyone talking about this. So in this relay race, which I'm going to show you, the men are running relay with women, not obviously against women, but they're handing the baton off to women. And this is causing a lot of problems and confusion because this has never been done. And there's obviously a massive disparity in terms of the speed men are running and the force men are running at as they're handing the baton to women. Not to mention they're probably more rough and, I would assume forceful when they hand the baton over. And again, we see this insistence by the radical left that men and women are the same. And they, of course, know that that's not the case. But as they worship at the altar of anti-truth and are permanently resentful for the objective parameters of reality shattering their ideological strongholds, they still end up trying to insist that everything is socially constructed. Take a look at this. And this also happened in fencing in a very interesting way, too.
Been a little bit of controversy as well, because earlier during the qualification for this final, Sonia, Poland, defending champions, were bounced out.
By the way, look at how hot all these girls are, just saying.
And then they were put in front.
I can analyze Marxism all day in the most abstract, intellectually cogent frameworks, but at the end of the day, I'm still 23, bro.
Action where they were impeded.
That's right, and they are Olympic champs, so they definitely want to be in the mix for this event. I think this is such a fun event, Otto. We close out the championships with the big 4x4,
yes.
But to close out the first day with the mixed 4x4, I think brings that team spirit that we all look for.
Team spirit, says the female announcer. Isn't it such good team spirit and camaraderie to have the men and women running on the same track, in the same race? Oh, isn't that great?
Forward to at these championships.
As we get a look now at Poland in lane one.
Bro, look at the difference between men and women. Again, see the fact that men and women are so visibly, physically different, and not just average men and women, but the elite, the absolute best, the fastest women on the planet are literally standing right here. And they're so visibly smaller and weaker than the men. But the left wants them to run in the same race. And they've changed the format of this competition to make sure that happens because they need to do warfare on what the eye sees objectively so that they can bombard you with the constant choice between either adhering to the ideology or adhering to objective reality. And here's the thing. There are enough weak people, as is obviously evident from Twitter, that if you do that enough over, let's say, 8 years in a row, you will psyop and emotionally own millions of people to the point where they get anxious and enraged at the presence of objective reality and people speaking the truth because it violates the dictates of the Marxist ideology, which wages warfare against objectivism. Feminism does the same thing because it's animated by that same resentful spirit, which is why they insist men and women are the same when they're very visibly not the same. This is the union of feminism and leftist ideology. The women are hot, don't get me wrong, but like look at their legs. They're just like toothpicks compared to the men.
They've now changed the structure where it's men, women. We kind of like the idea of them being able to shuffle it a little bit. And
we kind of like the idea of changing it up so that, anyway, wokeness, get your vaccines. We just had a ceremony where we pretended to have the Last Supper, but with a drag queen in blue hair that's naked.
Anyway. Being able to pick or having that random selection. But this really evens things out, right? When you have the men going first, all up against the men. But what's tricky is...
Yeah, isn't it really evening out as long as the men compete against each other, but the women are running in the same race?
Things out, right? When you have the men going first, all up against the men. But what's tricky is when you see that change of the baton, right? When that speed from the man to the woman, we saw a lot of confusion earlier in the preliminary rounds.
Yeah, no kidding. But what's interesting is that they acknowledge the fact that men and women are different insofar as they have men running against the men. So it's even more humiliating if you think about it because they're admitting that men and women are different and yet they're still trying to do this. Bro, just have the women run against the women. What's wrong with that? That's the way it's always been done. That's fine. Would you have in a soccer game, the men play the first half and then the women play the second half just because they're from the same country? No. you would have the women play soccer, and you'd have the men play soccer. I can't imagine also how degrading it must be to be a woman here, knowing that, you know, you're literally the pinnacle. You are the best female runner you could possibly be. And yet you are still hopelessly outmatched by these creatures you're forced to compete with. It's disgusting.
When the athletes are trying to adjust to taking the baton from a male competitor, but it's still just so exciting for us to watch.
It's still just so exciting. Anyway, here are all the problems why this makes sense. Anyway, it's just so exciting. Yeah, I'm a boss queen. I'm hired for DEI purposes.
Set for the final of the mixed 4x400 meters. More medals on the line, on the track right
Bro,
now.
medals are on the line. Gold, silver, and bronze medals. Do you see why I'm making this video?
Here we go.
Damn, dude, they're so fast. Something I want you guys to pay attention to is how fast their legs move in comparison to the girls, because it's nuts.
So they're off. Team USA is in the middle of the track. They're in lane 6. Justin Robinson, the 2023 U.S. Indoor Champion, will kick off Team USA, and he's off to a good start. There is a 3-turn stagger on the 4x4 relay, so they look to be a little bit further out than you're used to seeing in the traditional 400, but you can already tell that the Netherlands and Team USA are off to a great start.
Men's 4x4.
Okay, they're about to hand it off. Pay attention. Here
And
it goes.
so does their substitute who will run third Borlée.
Bro, look at this.
But those 4 in
Bro,
the
look
front.
at, oh, it's so cringe. Ah, this image right here is so fucking cringe. Dude, what are you doing? The women are like, oh, holy fuck, there's this 200-pound thing coming at me faster with more force than I can possibly ever get to, and he's gonna hand me an object. And the men know this too. They're like, what is this frail thing in front of me? I have to slow down. Dude, they're slowing down. Look at this. You can see them slowing down. This is for medals at the Olympics.
And so does their substitute who will run
They're
third
slowing down on the track.
Borlée. But those 4 in the front.
Bro, they would not be, you can't tell me they'd be slowing down this much. Oh my gosh, it's like, oh my gosh, we have to make the ladies feel good. Yes, boss queen, you're in your little, you know, running outfit. Oh my god, you're so hot.
Seem to
I mean, they are hot, but, you know, anyway.
substitute who will run third
Look
Borlée.
how much they're slowing down here.
But those 4 in the front.
This image just immediately just, it's so cringe because it's so unnatural. This is so unnatural. Why are they on the same track? They're so much weaker. Testosterone is such an OP advantage.
Seem to have done the best on this first leg. Now is the first
Oh, and the handoff was bad.
Those 4 in
And
the
these are okay. Look, these are supposed to be the best athletes, bar none, on the planet, right? So you can't tell me that it's not going to be perfect. It's supposed to be perfect.
front. Seem to have done the best on this
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Borlée. But those 4 in the front.
Okay, so look at who's in the lead. Look at who's in the lead right now. Okay.
Substitute who will run third Borlée.
Okay, it's 1, 2, and 3. And it's easy to keep track of because it's the lanes. So we have 1, 2, and 3.
But those 4 in the front.
This guy gets to her first. She stumbles like, oh my goodness, that was so hard.
Seem to have
Oh my goodness. And he slows down, hands it to her. She's like so slow. He hasn't even gotten to her yet.
done the best on this first leg. Now is the first female leg.
Good run by Great Britain. Good opening leg from Great Britain.
And for Team USA, that was a really good switch for them, putting Robinson on the first leg, 45-1 to open up for
Of course she's in the lead. You know why.
Team USA and to give them a lead. When they were in the preliminary round, they got the stick in about third.
Wait, what is this? They're switching lanes?
Up for Team USA and to give them a lead. When they were in the preliminary round, they got the stick in about third place. So we weren't too
Okay, so I guess you're just allowed to run over the lanes. That'd be really funny if they're like, oh my god, the rules don't apply to me. I know that's actually not the case, and there's like a reason for this, but it's kind of funny.
sure about how they switched up this team. So far, so good.
Klaver of the Netherlands leads the way over Rosie Effiong of Team USA.
Big differences.
Ran 43.8. She will anchor.
Here comes Effiong
Oh, this is
and
so
the
weird.
US.
Effiong ran 50.06 earlier this morning in the heats. Netherlands,
Bro, the men are like, give it to me, give it to me.
then the United States, Great Britain in third.
Nev-
See, and the thing is, men should not have to pay for the slowness or the failures of the women running the race. Like, this is not proper. This is not good. They shouldn't have to basically take account for their slowness or their decision-making failures or how hard they're going to push their bodies. This is not good.
Netherlands has to love their chances with them already being in the front. Femke Bol is going to be so hard to compete against. So Matthew Boland
because he's in the lead and they're men.
needs to give Team USA a big lead for them to have a chance to contest for that gold medal.
Pressure on young Matthew Bowling. Here he is out in front of the Netherlands.
And he's in his very first World Championships, and he has not run a ton of 400-meter races this year.
Dude, they're so much more impressive.
Netherlands is right
Look at the spacing out of these men here, though.
there.
All of this spacing is due to the fact that the women were so much slower. And like Jack, oh, it's so unnatural yet again. Oh my goodness.
Like we
Look at this. Oh my gosh, give it to me. Let me stick my butt out.
said, Femke Bol on the anchor, the second fastest 400-meter hurdler ever. This is not going to be close.
What a great third leg by Team Great Britain.
And the Great British athlete stepped up further to give her male athlete a longer leg, which was super smart and put her even closer and more in contention. But here's what we were waiting for. Femke Bol has the stick in front. Hard to believe that she will give back this.
And the women also, think about this, the women recover slower than the men do because their cardiovascular systems are slightly worse. So this means that after the men get there, it's going to be even slower than when the men run the second time. You see what I'm saying?
She has run under 50 seconds indoors and out.
Men's bodies can take more punishment.
And she was toying with them this morning. She has a lot left in the tank. United States trying to hang on, but Bol looks very comfortable, Lee.
Alexis Holmes
They're so slow.
is trying to stay with Femke Bol. It's the Netherlands and the United States. The race for gold in the 4x4, the mixed 4x4. Alexis Holmes.
Oh my God, no! There are medals. Dude, no! Oh my God, this is for medals. This is for medals. The men pay the price for a woman falling down. Oh my God, how is this possible? How is this possible, dude? What? Oh my goodness!
Femke Bol falls. Femke Bol falls, and the United States wins gold.
Guys, men are going to either get medals or lose medals because a woman fell over. I'm gonna say that again. Because I don't believe this. I don't believe this. This has to be like a for fun version or like a kiddie version of the Olympics. Like, men are going to, who've dedicated their entire lives to be here, right? Their entire life, sacrificed everything, practicing 10 hours a day. They're going to get medals or not get medals because a woman fell over. Marxism demanded this because they find it entertaining to do attacks on reality. Feminism would rather spite their own nose on their face and say men and women are the same before they acknowledge men and women are different. They did this to create a stunt to suggest that men and women are the same, and all they did was prove that they're not. And they proved their own failure. Their humiliation is obviously inevitable because when you go to war with reality, you're not going to war with another person. You lose to nature itself. You lose to the comprehensible, coherent, realizable objectivity of reality itself. And that's exactly what happened here. But I can't believe people's legacies are going to be affected by this. In 80 years, some of these guys are going to be showing a medal that they got to their grandchild and be like, Sonny, I got this gold medal here, because it's impressive. A gold medal at the Olympics is like life defining. Sonny, I got this gold medal here. Oh, well, Granddad, how'd you get this? Well, you see, the runner for the Netherlands woman, she just fucking fell over 10 feet before the finish line, so I got this medal here, Sonny.
World record time. That's always.
And she was gonna win too. She was gonna win.
It's for gold in the 4x4.
She's ahead.
For the mixed 4x4. Alexis Holmes, Femke Bol falls.
Oh my goodness, dude! What is happening?
Femke Bol falls, and the United States wins gold.
In world record time. That's always spoke.
One more time.
Femke Bol. 4x4, the mixed 4x4. Alexis Holmes.
And she didn't even get up as fast as a man. Obviously, look, this wouldn't happen to a guy, but if it did, he'd get up faster. He'd freaking tear his own shoes off trying to get up, right?
Femke Bol.
And she doesn't even take second. She takes third. Oh.
Femke Bol falls, and the United States wins gold.
In world record time.
Is it ironic? Do you guys think that the United States wins gold at the hands of essentially wokeness? Is that fate? Is that irony? Is that is someone trying to send us a message? You know what I mean? The United States wins gold because of wokeness. Like, oh my goodness, bro. What is happening? What's happening?
Otto, we spoke too soon.
The drama continues. We had a fall in the women's 10K. Nobody can stay on their feet tonight. The United States gets...
And I feel bad, right? Because obviously this is the biggest moment of her life, and she did the worst thing possible. And she was performing well before she did it, too. But she's going to have to live with more shame because she didn't just mess this up for herself. She didn't just mess this up for her division. She messed this up for the men who are, let's be honest, more serious competitors.
The world record, and
She is in shock, Lee.
And so too is Team USA. They knew they were up against it. Justin Robinson, Rosie Effiong, Matthew Bowling, and Alexis Holmes are gold medalists.
Pressure her.
Team USA, are you proud? Do you feel good?
In the final 50
You feel good about this?
meters, and Femke looked comfortable. I thought, she had another gear. She would serve.
I need to see the Netherlands team. I have to see that.
One event to watch.
and everybody gets some money for that world record.
Oh, no.
So everybody's gonna go home happy,
Cha-ching.
not just with
There's money involved?
some money for the...
Huge race. What a fun event to watch.
And everybody gets some money for that world.
Oh, and we're going to win money, too, because she fell over. Anyway, meritocracy, right? Men and women are the same.
Record.
The age of the side is 22.
Otto, the reason she put Femke Bol under so much pressure, she ran 48.7. 48.
That'll do it. 48.7, that'll do it.
That's a huge relay PR for her and a huge first showing. I'll tell you.
I can't watch this anymore. Okay. This is going to just take 1 minute, guys.
Day, a chance to get stronger. Every tough moment.
Just to further cement the differences between men and women, I'm going to show you the difference in the first minute of male fencing versus female fencing. Check this out, because this is crazy. By the way, I appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving. You guys are fantastic. I appreciate all of your comments. You guys are great. In the women's fencing category, they literally get a yellow card, a fault, because both of them stand back and not attack each other. You think I'm making this up? I'm just going to have to show you.
Vivian, the chess match
They're starting.
begins for gold.
This is the women. This is the women fencing. This is for gold. This is the best of the best, and these are females.
No attack so far.
Oh my goodness. Okay, right? Maybe that's normal for fencing. Maybe that's how the pros do it, right? Because they're pros. They must be good. They must know what they're doing. Maybe you're supposed to not try to touch the opponent with your sword, right? Let's see what the men do.
Down day one in fencing in Paris is for gold in men's
This is for gold.
from South Korea, Oh Sang-guk.
He's had some ups and downs here, but he has ultimately been able
What was that? Okay. Maybe that was a fluke. Maybe they'll stay back the second time and not try to do anything.
to turn it around in each match.
It features two.
Back. First touch goes to O.
It features
Oh, they both went for it.
Come back. First touch goes to O.
Isn't that interesting? The men just went for it and are so much faster. Also, just notice how much faster they are.
it
Wow.
features
Okay. I know I'm analyzing for Marxism, but also I gotta acknowledge, guys, this is very impressive. We're witnessing very, very impressive stuff. This is not impressive, but this is very, very impressive.
two halves. We'll get to a one against Luigi Simele of Italy.
Bro, they both are just going for it. You see? Let's see it one more time. Maybe they'll hold back.
Really tell the story. He was way ahead before.
Nope, they went for it. So maybe that was a fluke. Let's see, are the women gonna maybe go for it next time?
In over Nelly Differt of Estonia to reach this gold medal bout.
Okay, so look at how much slower this is and how much more feeble and afraid.
As warnings here in the opening minute. Kong Vivian over Nelly
Still not attacking, still slower.
Differt of Estonia
Still no points scored.
to reach this gold medal.
Oh, and now we're just gonna... Oh, touch her, quick! Guys, men and women are different, and their differences are beautiful. We should not deny reality for any ideology, and in fact, we should celebrate reality for its objective and comprehensible aspects to it, because what that means is that reality itself is revealing its nature to us. That's a blessing. That we can look at the world and see the nature of something, because it means we're coming into union with reality. The alternative is having ultimate resentment for coherence itself, for objectivity itself, and then the result is repeating blatant lies, which causes women to experience anxiety, neuroticism, singleness, antidepressants, cat food. You get the idea. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are doing battle with the forces of darkness. Let's go.